All right, Gemini, here we go. Position 3 here. Slice number 3 of my 12 slice zodiac fly through. Let's cut the deck here for April 2026. Or Gemini energy, slice number 3. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. You could feel it in my voice, couldn't you, a little bit? That guy just what is that? Well, your theme energy, 10 of Wands and the 5 of Swords. Something's weighing on somebody's mind. It's about you. Something's weighing on their mind pretty heavily. Maybe they feel like it's a no-win situation. I don't know. It feels like that. Let's shuffle the deck. It's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here where you found Steve's Love Tarot, you're here for a reason. This reading is timeless. I'm not a fucking Time Lord. This could stretch into May. Whenever you find it, you're meant to find it. The tail, it happens, applies to the tail end of March here, right up through April, right up through probably the early part of May, I would say. Let's see where we go. Let's see where we're at. Okay. We got it. Bottom of the deck is 10 swords. And the lovers. Somebody's really beating themselves up about something they didn't do in regards to you. Could be doing you. I don't know. Something they didn't do in regards to you. All right? Maybe they're beating themselves up for being too chicken to approach you. I don't know. Something along, it feels like that. It feels like they're really beating themselves up a little bit. All right, let's see where we go. Their feelings for you are here. How they see you is here. And the potential final outcome for you is here. I'll clarify whatever I think needs clarifying. All right, let's get their feelings first. Let's get it all on the table. Yeah, they think you're the bee's knees. They think you're great. They think you're the witch of the woods, the wood witch, the warlock on the hill. I don't know. They think you're terrific. You warm this person's soul. You give them a reason to live. You make them feel good. You make them feel alive. You're the reason they get up in the morning. Do you need me to riff anymore here? All right. Where we go? 6 of Cups. It's all they can think about. All they can feel. All they can feel is what happened. How did it happen? Again, they're beating themselves up. Somebody's nostalgic, but it's not necessarily in a good way. You're all of this, and they didn't do anything about it. Again, remember the cards at the cut, right? What's red with you? Yeah, they walked away. It's what I said. 8 Cups. We're getting a lot of 8 Cups here in the month of April. Not surprising. We're all walking away from a lot of things. There's a lot of shit that we've been 8 Cups, and we're like, okay, I finally see this is 8 Cups. Time to walk, right? I get it. But somebody's beating themselves up about the past because you're the shit and they walked away from it. That's how they feel. There's a lot of love here, okay? And a lot of sadness here and a lot of melancholy here. And remembering back to what they could have had. Okay, I could feel it too. I got to swim in this to do the reading. How do they see you? What do they think about you? This is 5D. This is more 3D. 4 of Wands. Wow, what else? The Magician. They won't try again. They won't start over. I was going to say it there, but there's proof. They're getting some help. This is Major Arcana. They're getting some help from a higher power. Your connection's getting a little help in April from a higher power. You're going to have an opportunity to start over with this person. I believe that's coming. In some capacity. I'm not sure what. Usually when the Magician's involved, it's some sort of serendipitous event, piece of happenstance, something along those lines, a coinky-dink. I don't know. By the way, when they see you, they might also think that maybe they're feeling a lot of sadness here for some of you. I mean, I've got to split the energies. That's the majority I gave you. But for a lesser percentage, maybe 30% of you, they're feeling all this melancholy and sadness because you are great. And they walked away and they see you starting over with something new. That's possible too. Right? What's your potential? Either way. What's your potential final outcome? Red with 6 Cups. Are they returning? I don't know. Yeah, Chariot. That's it. I think they probably show up. One way or another, either to congratulate you on your new beginning or to say, hey, I want another shot at this because you're awesome. And I walked away and I'm a fucking moron. Right? I believe that's here. I'm being sincere in my read of this energy. And the Chariot's the perfect card here. I see them riding in. It's an emperor driving the chariot. It's somebody who knows the mistake they made. It's an emperor with his tail between his legs, his or her. Right? Let's clarify a couple of things. They weren't interested before. Four of Cups. Let's see. Let's pull on these feelings here. It's the Six of Cups. Tell me about the Six of Cups. Why is it here? Why is the Six of Cups here? See? Well, I said melancholy, didn't I? I said they were sad, right? I said I felt this nostalgia, right? There you go. Why am I your second favorite? There they are. There's your person. Male or female, topless in the yard in a mermaid costume. Okay? I mean, very sad. Regret. They regret because you're great. Maybe they realized you're great too late. A lot of people do that. That happens. You don't realize what you got till it's gone. There's a whole lot of that in the energy right now. Out there in the world, it's what the energy's trying to show us. Look at it now. Wasn't that bad before, was it? That kind of a thing. It's that sort of an energy. Regardless of how you feel, it's that sort of an energy. All right? It plays out to a higher or lesser degree from person to person. But, yeah, what's on top? 9 Cups. And why is that here? Look at you. You are like whoa, I'm throwing these on top of you. Right? So it applies to you as well. I'm pulling on the Six of Cups, but I threw them without thinking. It just happened. A higher power took over. And I threw the Hierophant, the 9 of Cups on top of you. That's what they're thinking. So I don't need to clarify that. I'm spot on. And I don't need that. They walked away. All right? I will clarify your new beginning, though, with the Magician. Tell me about it. Why is the Magician here? The Lovers. So either you're starting over with a new relationship. I'm right. Okay? Either you're starting over with a new relationship, right? Or this person wants to reconnect with you. This, we might say in the animal deck, the love geese are in the air. Right? It's a little bit of that. What's on top? Strength card. Why is that here? The Death card. Something happened. This person's passion for you, whether you're with somebody else, whichever scenario it is for you, this person's passion for you has been reignited will be reignited in April's energies at some point. Well, it's not surprising. Mars is moving into Aries. It's pretty passionate. It can be. But yeah, something's shifting for this person. They want back what they lost, what they had a shot at before. They want it back. What they thought was shit before, now they realize isn't shit, and they'd like what they thought was shit, namely you, back. Okay? Remember, I showed you the Four of Cups when I first picked this up. I said they didn't want it. Everything matters. Everything I say, everything I do in these readings matter. Okay? It all ties together. The Chariot. You have my undivided attention for your reading. A part of me anyway. Energetically, I'm just pulling the readings. I'm somewhere else. I'm in the 5D. 3D me is in the 5D, and there's this vessel here that's pulling these readings. That way I keep myself out of it. I come back occasionally to tell you a story. Yeah, it reminds me of my cousin Billy. Right, that kind of a thing. All right, Chariot, why is it here? All right, let's see where we go. Come on. Do the readings apply to me? Does that mean they can? Well, sure they can. But most of the people in my life, they don't return. They know. Most of the people in my life have figured out that if I want to talk to you, I'll come talk to you. I'm not afraid to. If I haven't called in 20 years, I did not lose your number. All right? Most people, if they haven't heard from me in a while, they don't try to reach out. So here we go. The Chariot. I'm not shy. I'm a lot of things, but shy is not one of them. Quiet, offline, quite a bit, yeah. Soft-spoken. I speak when spoken to. I don't have that luxury here. It's a fucking YouTube channel, right? Yeah, he throws cards, but he doesn't say anything. Okay. 2 swords crossing the Chariot. What you gonna do? It's a crossroads. We got a crossroads in the overview reading. The universe said you're at a crossroads. So what you gonna do? You got someone from the past rolling in. What you gonna do? You got to decide. King of Pentacles, red with 9 cups, and the Fool. Red with the Hierophant. If the connection means a lot to you, go for it. If it doesn't mean anything to you, give it a pass. But before you give it a pass, and I pulled this just for fun, the bridging energy is the moon here. All right? Be sure you're sure. Be sure there's not something you're missing before you make this choice at the crossroads. Take your time at the stoplight. There's nobody behind you. You could sit for a few red-green light cycles. All right? You're not rushed. There's no urgency here. You know? It is what it is. Be sure you're sure. Either give it a pass or go for it. It's your choice. See what else the universe wants to tell you. But it looks like they're showing up. Maybe with a gift or an offer of some kind that it might sound really good. It might have been what you wanted at one time. But it's still a leap of faith. I don't think this person's been on a spiritual journey. I don't think this person, whoever they are, knows the fucking difference between desire and need. There's a difference, right? All right. I desire a happy ending at the end of my massage. I do not need one. I'll be fine. Right? This is that type of person right here. Right? So keep that in mind. I think you view the love a little more deeply than they do. Okay? All right, let's see where we go. But it's still up to you what you're going to do. Take your time. They're not going anywhere. This person sees your value on crack. I mean, it's, wow, talk about reigniting. I mean, you can see the flame. It's right there. Right there, head's on fire and their ass is catching over you. Let me tell you something. Final message to you, bottom card. Crossing whatever I pull here is Six of Wands, victory. Either way, you can't lose. The High Priestess. You get... This has been coming up a lot in April. I think this is a lot. We've got a lot of information coming at us in April that's been hidden. All right? All we have to do, we have a simple job, whether it's in relationships or out in the world, is just believe it. And we have a hard time with that. Low vibrational people won't like it, I'm sure. You're getting a lot of information. You're getting a victory. You feel like you've won here for some reason because you get to see a part of this person that's been hidden. Okay? In this case, you feel like you've won. Now you feel like you're in the power position. All right? Can I put it that way? All right. That's your reading. But take your time at that crossroads. You got time. There's no urgency here at all. It's not like the Aries reading where it's like, hurry up, come on. All right. All right. Here we go. That's your reading. Good luck.